9 things older men really want in dating, what they won't tell you. What if I told you that the dating rules you learned in your 20s are not just outdated, they're actually sabotaging your chances of finding love after 60? More women over 60 are single than ever before, whether from divorce, widowhood, or never marrying in the first place. And here's what's surprising. Many of us are putting on our dancing shoes and getting back into the dating game. But here's the catch. Dating after 60 is a completely different world than it was in our younger years. The good news? I've discovered what older men really want, and it might shock you. It's not about looking 30 years younger or competing with women half your age. It's about understanding a completely different set of priorities and communication styles that successful women over 60 have mastered. If you're ready to stop guessing what men want and start understanding the real psychology behind successful senior dating, hit that subscribe button right now, because what I'm about to share could be the difference between another disappointing date and finding genuine companionship. Today, I'm revealing the 9 things older men are secretly looking for in women over 60. Insights that dating coaches charge thousands to teach, but that you'll learn right here, right now.
Number 1. Authentic confidence over artificial youth. Here's the first thing older men want that might surprise you. They're not looking for you to look 30 years younger. They want you to take pride in who you are right now. I met Susan, 67, who spent months trying every anti-aging cream and considering cosmetic procedures before her first date in 15 years. She was convinced she needed to compete with younger women. But when she finally went on that date, wearing a dress that made her feel confident and comfortable, something magical happened. Her date, Robert, 71, later told her, "You were so at ease with yourself. It was refreshing to be with a woman who wasn't apologizing for her age." Taking pride in your appearance doesn't mean trying to turn back time. It means wearing clothes that make you feel good about yourself, not what you think men want to see, but what makes you feel confident and comfortable. Choose outfits that reflect your personality and style, not someone else's idea of what's attractive. Taking care of your health because it shows, and it matters more to men over 60 than you might think. They're not looking for someone to run marathons with. They want someone who takes care of themselves and can enjoy life's activities together. Most importantly, smile. This sounds simple, but women who appear approachable, friendly, and enthusiastic about life are infinitely more attractive to older men than those who seem worried about their appearance or apologetic about their age. Number 2, make him feel masculine, not managed. The second thing older men desperately want is to feel like men, not like your best girlfriend in pants. Here's where many strong, independent women go wrong. Margaret, a successful 62-year-old former executive, couldn't understand why men seemed to lose interest after a few dates. She was accomplished, interesting, and financially secure. What was the problem? The problem was that she treated dates like business meetings. She took charge of every decision: where to go, what to order, how to split the bill. She offered unsolicited advice about his career, his health, his family situations. She was being helpful, but he was feeling emasculated. Men over 60 have often spent decades feeling like they had to prove their worth in careers, as providers, as problem solvers. When they're with a woman who makes them feel needed and appreciated for their masculine qualities, it's incredibly attractive. This doesn't mean becoming helpless or playing dumb. It means asking for his opinion and actually listening to it. What do you think about this restaurant? How would you handle a situation like that? Let him contribute to solving problems. Instead of telling him about a challenge you're facing and then immediately explaining how you're going to handle it, try saying, "I'm dealing with this situation. Have you ever experienced anything like this? Appreciate his efforts to take care of you, even in small ways. When he opens a door, pulls out a chair, or insists on walking you to your car, say thank you instead of, I can do that myself.
Number 3, honesty without the drama. The third thing older men want is refreshingly simple. No games, no drama, just honest communication. At our age, nobody has time for the exhausting dance of playing hard to get, sending mixed signals, or creating artificial drama to test his interest. Men over 60 have been through enough real drama in their lives: divorces, career challenges, health scares, family crises. The last thing they want is manufactured drama from someone they're trying to connect with. Frank, 68, told me, I dated a woman who would say she was fine when she clearly wasn't, then expect me to figure out what was wrong. At my age, if something's bothering you, just tell me. I'm too old to play guessing games. Honesty means being direct about your interest level. If you enjoyed the date, say so. If you're not feeling a connection, say that too, kindly but clearly. Communicating your needs and expectations clearly. If you're looking for a committed relationship, say that. If you prefer casual companionship, be upfront about it. Not creating tests or obstacles to see if he'll fight for you. Men over 60 have already proven themselves in many areas of life. They want to be with someone who appreciates their efforts rather than constantly testing their commitment. Number 4, lighten up and laugh together. Don't be too serious. This is the fourth crucial thing older men want, and it's often where women our age struggle most. After decades of being responsible for everything and everyone, careers, children, aging parents, household management, many women over 60 have forgotten how to be playful. We approach dating with the same seriousness we brought to raising families or climbing corporate ladders. But men over 60 are often looking for someone to help them rediscover joy and spontaneity. They want to laugh again, to feel young at heart, to remember what it's like to have fun without worrying about responsibilities and obligations. Dorothy, 64, realized this when she noticed that her most successful dates were the ones where something went slightly wrong, like getting caught in the rain without umbrellas, or discovering the restaurant they'd chosen was closed. Instead of stress, these disasters became opportunities to laugh together and create unexpected memories. Having a good sense of humor doesn't mean you need to be a comedian. It means being able to laugh at yourself when things don't go perfectly, finding humor in everyday situations rather than stress, being willing to try new things even if you might look silly doing them, not taking yourself so seriously that you can't enjoy spontaneous moments. Remember, he's not interviewing for the position of husband on the first date. He's trying to figure out if you're someone he enjoys spending time with.
Number 5, be genuinely yourself. The fifth thing older men want is authenticity, and they can spot a performance from a mile away. By age 60, most men have developed pretty good radar for detecting when someone is trying to be what they think he wants rather than who they actually are. They've been through relationships where people pretended to share interests, values, or lifestyle preferences to create compatibility that didn't really exist. Linda, 59, learned this lesson when she started claiming to love hiking because her date mentioned enjoying nature walks. She spent 3 exhausting weekends on increasingly difficult hikes trying to seem enthusiastic about something she genuinely disliked. When she finally admitted she preferred museums to mountains, he laughed and said, "Thank goodness, I was running out of hiking trails." Being yourself means sharing your real interests and hobbies, even if they seem unusual or unfeminine. Expressing your authentic opinions rather than just agreeing with everything he says. Admitting when you don't know something instead of pretending to have knowledge or experience you don't possess. Letting your natural personality show, whether you're naturally quiet and thoughtful or outgoing and energetic. Men over 60 appreciate authenticity because they've learned that relationships built on pretense always crumble eventually. They'd rather know who you really are from the beginning. Number 6, Leave the past in the past. The sixth thing older men want is for you to leave your baggage behind. Not pretend it doesn't exist, but don't let it dominate every conversation. We all have history by age 60. Exes, failed marriages, disappointments, losses. The men you're dating have their own collection of life experiences too. But constantly bringing up past relationships, comparing new men to old ones, or spending dates processing your previous disappointments is exhausting for everyone involved. Richard, 66, described a date where the woman spent 2 hours explaining everything her ex-husband had done wrong and why she would never trust a man again. He said, "I felt like I was being interviewed for the role of proving that not all men are terrible. It was more like therapy than dating." Leaving your baggage behind means not bringing up your ex-husband or past relationships unless directly asked. Not using past experiences as the lens through which you judge every new person. Not making your date pay emotionally for what previous men did wrong. Dealing with unresolved anger, hurt, or trust issues before you start dating, possibly with professional help if needed. This doesn't mean hiding your past or pretending you've never been hurt. It means not making your past the central theme of your present dating experience.
Number 7, know what you actually want. The seventh thing older men want is for you to know what you're actually looking for. Not what you think you should want, but what you genuinely want at this stage of your life. Many women over 60 approach dating with outdated goals. They're still operating under the assumption that every relationship should lead to marriage, cohabitation, or traditional partnership structures that might not serve them anymore. Helen, 63, discovered this when she realized she was rejecting perfectly nice men because they didn't fit her mental checklist of marriage material, even though she wasn't actually sure she wanted to remarry. Once she became clear that she was looking for companionship and shared activities rather than a husband, her approach to dating completely changed. Knowing what you want means being honest about whether you want casual dating, exclusive companionship, or marriage. Understanding your practical needs. Do you want someone to travel with, attend events with, share daily activities with, or just enjoy occasional dates? Being clear about your deal breakers versus your preferences. What are you absolutely unwilling to accept versus what would be nice to have? Understanding your own emotional capacity. How much time and energy do you want to invest in a relationship? When you're clear about what you want, you can communicate it honestly and attract men who want similar things. Number 8, maintain your independence while being open to partnership. The 8th thing older men want is a woman who has her own life, but is willing to include him in it. This is a delicate balance that many women over 60 struggle with. After years of independence, whether by choice or circumstance, it can be tempting to either cling too tightly to someone new or maintain such rigid boundaries that no real intimacy is possible. Men over 60 are attracted to women who have developed their own interests, friendships, and routines. They don't want someone who's going to abandon her entire life to focus on him. But they also don't want to feel like they're trying to squeeze into a schedule that has no room for spontaneity or shared experiences. Carol, 61, found this balance by maintaining her weekly book club, her volunteer work, and her exercise routine, while also being open to trying new restaurants, taking weekend trips, and sharing some of his interests. She kept her independence while demonstrating that she had room in her life for a partner. This balance means keeping your own interests and social connections while being genuinely interested in his, being available for dates and activities while not dropping everything every time he calls, maintaining your own living space and routines while being open to spending time together, having your own opinions and preferences while being willing to compromise when appropriate. Number 9, approach dating as fun, not a job interview. The 9th and final thing older men want is for dating to feel enjoyable rather than like a high-pressure evaluation process.
At our age, we often approach dating with tremendous seriousness. We're thinking about compatibility for the long term, practical considerations, whether this person fits into our established life. But men over 60 are often looking to rediscover the fun and excitement they may have been missing. Dating coach Lisa Copeland reminds us that dating is a numbers game. You can't give up after just a few disappointing experiences. You need to relax, meet lots of different people, and enjoy the process of getting to know new individuals. James, 69, said it perfectly. The women I enjoy dating most are the ones who seem happy to be there, who are curious about me, and willing to share about themselves, who can laugh when things don't go perfectly. I can tell within minutes whether someone is interviewing me for the position of boyfriend or actually enjoying getting to know me. Making dating fun means approaching each date with curiosity rather than evaluation, being present in the moment rather than constantly assessing long-term potential, finding ways to enjoy the experience regardless of romantic outcome, remembering that not every date needs to lead to a relationship for it to be worthwhile, being willing to try new activities, visit new places, and meet new types of people.
The real secret to successful senior dating isn't about following a formula or checking off boxes. It's about understanding that dating after 60 is fundamentally different from dating at any other age, and that's actually a wonderful thing. At this stage of life, you have the wisdom to know yourself, the confidence to be authentic, and the maturity to focus on genuine compatibility rather than superficial attraction. You're not trying to build a life from scratch with someone. You're trying to enhance the lives you've already built. The men you're dating are in the same position. They're not looking for someone to complete them or save them. They're looking for someone to complement the person they've become, to share adventures with, to laugh with, and to create new memories alongside. Remember, the stakes of dating at our age are different, and that's liberating. You're not under pressure to find someone to marry and build a future with over decades. Many of us are looking for companionship, friendship, shared activities, or even just someone special to spend time with without the pressure of traditional relationship expectations. The rise of divorce among silver splitters means there are more interesting, available men out there than you might expect. These are men who have life experience, who understand the value of genuine connection, and who are often more emotionally mature than men were in previous generations. If this has given you hope about senior dating, or if it's helped you understand what you might be doing right or wrong in your dating life, please subscribe and join our community of women who believe that love and companionship are possible at any age. Share in the comments, what's your biggest challenge in senior dating? Which of these insights surprised you most? Your experiences could help other women navigate this new world of mature romance. Remember, you're not trying to become someone different to attract a man. You're trying to become the most authentic, confident, enjoyable version of yourself. That woman is absolutely irresistible to the right man over 60.